Good morning, children. How are you? Hope you all are fine. Welcome back to the continuation of Geography Chapter 3, Our Changing Earth. Major landforms, weathering and erosion. If we have big rocks that breaks up into small rocks, and this process is known as weathering. So weathering in simple term is breaking up of bigger rocks into smaller particles. However, these particles would be transferred into far off places by action of wind, water, sea waves or glaciers. These are the four agents, and once it's transferred and moved from a place to the next place, this process is known as erosion. Erosion is the process of movement of the fragmented particles of rocks from one place to another. Work of a river. Now we talk about exogenic forces or external forces that affect the formation of land forms. First external forces is river action. Underwater we talk about two rivers actions and sea wave actions. River actions, what happen? Behaves like a human being. It will be a stage of youth, maturity and old age. When it is in the stage of youth, very active, and in old age it's become very slow and mild. In youth stage you will be see features like waterfalls. There is a alternate arrangements of hard rocks, soft rocks and have differential erosion. That means soft rocks would be eroded more as compared to hard rocks. There would be a depression that could be seen as soft rocks, and formation can be seen that would be lead formation of waterfalls. Highest waterfall is Angel Falls in Venezuela. Some waterfalls demarcating lines between two nations, demarcation of between Canada and USA. Victoria Falls, Zambia and Zimbabwe in Africa. During the youth stage, there is a lot of movement of water and have kind of waving movement known as meander. There is a lots of turn and twist along the side of meander. There is a plain that would be seen and raised embankment that could be seen on both the sides, which are known as leaves. Sometimes what happens, this meander river can be seen here, cut off form of main lake. This section established itself as a separate lake, and it is formed a shape of oxbow lake. And finally, in the old stage, the river meets the ocean body and it becomes very slow and sluggish. As a result, it carries a lot of sediments which has select through a path of youth stage to maturity stage, and that segment slowly and gradually deposit when it reaches the final stage, and therefore towards the final stage formation of forming delta that take place. India is unique to itself because you can see major rivers that drain toward east have formation of delta. So we have Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi and Godavari. However, the rivers which drains towards west, that is into the Arabian Sea, they drain directly in the form of estuaries and they do not form delta. Work of sea waves. Next important concept is sea action, how river erodes the structure and various formation take place. Whenever we talk about any structure, river, sea waves, there will be two kinds of features that can be seen. First is erosional and second is depositional. Erosional means action of sea waves, example rocks, mass that is seen in the figure, that is erosional activity. There is a formation of caves within the rock. There are certain section that is eroded away, weared away like cave you can pass by, that is called erosional features. Similarly, you have certain depositional features. For example, delta is a depositional feature. When we talk about sea waves, we have primarily erosional features. First, sea caves. If we see caves extended and forms the kind of tunnel through, you can see sea cave. So we can see at both ends would be called as arc. Once you have upper body kinds of disintegrate and break sound from the remaining features, you have formation known as stack. Stack is a single pillar stand into the sea. Work of ice, known as river of ice. Glaciers are also known as river of ice. They are slow moving ice masses that move along. When glaciers moves along, they create feature known as U-shaped valley. When you have action of rivers, this is thinner, and see you have mountains area which are differentiated and formation of valley which is in the shape of V. So with the reverse action, formation of V shape valley. However, the shape of the glaciers, you have formation of valleys of U shape, that is first difference glaciers valley. And reverse valley, when glaciers moves along, carries certain deposit with it that carries along it, known as moraines. Work of wind. When we talk about wind action, primarily seen in desert where wind is predominant. So in desert, huge amount of sand blown from one region to another and deposited. Such deposition known as loess. Loess commonly seen in China. Another structure called sand dunes, then mushrooms rock, that structural in different shell erosion. So children, our chapter ends here. Inshallah, we'll meet in next video. Till then, goodbye.